Each year, the Commission on the Status and Role of Women awards the Louise Branscomb Barrier Breaker Award. This award is to honor an individual who has broken barriers within the life of the church. It's given to a United Methodist who has sought to include women, ethnic minorities, and other marginalized communities in the total life and participation of the church. This year, COSROW is seeking to present video interviews with past recipients so we can preserve the legacy of this important award.
I was reared in the United Methodist Church where they had lamb service. And I was taught about Jesus at a very early age. So by the age of 4, I was pretty much aware of who God was. At 6 years old, I went in for confirmation in the church. So I know that for a fact that whoever I am, or whatever I am, it started long before I could recognize it. I was in this group. We used to drift in and out of churches, when we hear of different services in the community. It was ecumenical. It was fully integrated. We would just meet and talk, and then we start having prayer service together. We developed a kinry that's above many gatherings, because when we prayed, things happened. On the Easter of '96, we decided that we're going to do something together. So I went up to his church from Trinity, Alabama, which is below Decatur, and we went up to State Line United Methodist Church, and we had worship service. I preached, and afterward we had communion. We had the 1 loaf of bread, and we served the communion, and it was a wonderful experience. And that was the thing that I was nominated for this award, but I didn't know I was being a risk taker. That was just my way of life. I've always been ecumenical. I didn't know I was breaking barriers. That's just who I am. If I see something need to be done, I try to do it with all that I have and all that I know. And sometimes that do break down barriers. Back in the time when I was called, you were told not to preach. That wasn't a woman's job. But I was one that never have spoke the word. They wouldn't let me, or they wouldn't allow me. I preached. God opened doors, and I preached. There are many women that have been called to preach, and for some reason they never preached because they was told that's not their place. I always told them, that we don't lay eggs, so there's no need of sitting up in a congregation just sitting. God don't call you to sit, but he called you to go. And whatever he tells you to do, you do that. I would say that today to anyone that, feel that God has a call upon your life, it's more than just preaching. There are many things that we can be doing. You don't have to get into the box to do anything or do what is customary or something that is very familiar. When God calls you, he don't just do it that way. He uses you right where you are. And he take your ability, whether it's, as you know, we all start out small, he can make it great.